Hi there, this is Russ Jeffers from mobileburn.com, and here I've got the HTC Sensation XL. So cool because of this huge 4.7 inch display that we've got here on the front. Just to give you sort of a size comparison, here's a regular HTC Desire, and this has got a 3.8 inch display, and you can see straight away that the Desire is a lot smaller than the Sensation XL. I mean, a lot smaller. Obviously the display is a lot smaller as well, despite being the same resolution. But the Sensation XL is still a pretty thin handset, about the same as the Desire. I've also got an old Nokia here just to show you. I mean, even the Nokia is dwarfed by the Sensation XL, although the XL is a bit slimmer. So it's quite a large handset, definitely not one for if you want to stick it in your pockets very easily, if you've got small pockets, or for the ladies a little handbag or anything. Definitely probably best to avoid this one. But if you're just after a large screen, probably a good handset to try. I'm just going to quickly show you what's in the box and then run through some of the hardware and the software in a minute. First of all, we've just got a regular USB to micro USB cable. Not sure if you can quite see the there's a micro USB end gun, there it is. And this is basically used for charging and data, and you can plug this straight in the left hand side of the Sensation XL there. You can charge that either from a laptop or a PC via USB, or you can use this wall mount adapter, and the USB end just plugs straight into there and it goes straight in the wall. But most importantly in the box are these Beats by Dr. Dre headphones. They're sort of earbuds. They're in the Beats Audio brand, Eurobeats I think is what they're calling these ones. It's written on the actual headphone itself. And you get these spare earbuds in various different sizes to fit all different shapes and sizes of ear. And this little lapel clip here just to clip the microphone part of them onto a jacket or a shirt, for example. And this is the microphone bit that I'm on about here. There's a little pinhole just in the back of it there, just where the microphone's kept. On the other side you've got these controls for playing and pausing music and answering and ending calls and skipping backwards and forwards. As per the Sensation XE, these headphones again have a nice big red cable just so people know what you're using. But then rather than having the black bits and pieces, because the XL is a white handset, you can see you've got a white jack and the white earbud tips and different bits of white on the headphones themselves. Otherwise it's the exact same pair of headphones, sound the same, look the same otherwise. You can see it's sort of like a metallic finish and the same sort of Beats Audio logo just on the back here. So they're pretty decent looking set of headphones, not bad sound either. Definitely preferable to what HTC used to package in with their handsets. Okay, so moving on to the Sensation XL itself, just going to just quickly whip the back cover off here, which is done via this little sort of button at the bottom here. And the rear cover is one aluminium piece with this sort of plastic bit on the bottom for the antenna. So it's not actually a unibody handset like it might appear to be at first. This is just an aluminium cover, and otherwise it's all sort of plastic apart from the front, which of course is glass. We've got this 1600 mAh battery in here, so that gives you sort of a day of use, 2 days if you're really careful, and the SIM card slot. But as you may notice, there's no micro SD card slot. Unfortunately, HTC have decided to not bother with a micro SD card slot, so the 16 GB of internal storage with the Sensation XL is all you get, and there's only about 12.64 I think gigabytes available to use. The rest is already taken up by system software that comes pre-installed, unfortunately. It's a bit of a letdown with a music handset. Anyway, on the right side we've got the volume rocker, on the left just the micro USB port. Up top we've got the power key and this 3.5mm headphone port for the headphones or any of your own personal headphones if you don't want to use the included set. Round back we've got the 8MP camera lens. It's an f2.2 lens, so a bit of a quicker lens for better low light photography than we've had from some previous HTC handsets. It's also got a backside illuminated sensor again for better low light photos. We've got a dual LED flash to the left of it here and a speakerphone grill to the right. HTC logo just sort of basically sort of actually cut into the back of the cover there, which is quite nice. It says with HTC Sense there, and then you've got the Beats Audio logo at the bottom, and then we've got the microphone port there, and obviously that button that I used to remove the rear cover. Just quickly start it up for you now and talk about the front. Say we've got this 4.7 inch WVGA resolution display. A bit lower resolution than the other Sensations. They were QHD displays, so they were a higher resolution despite being smaller in size, whereas the XL's got a larger display and a lower resolution, which is a shame because then obviously you get a far lower pixel density than the other handsets. Down the bottom here we've got the usual home, menu, back and search keys that you get on Android devices. And up top we've got the usual earpiece, forward-facing 1.3 megapixel camera, and there's a notification LED actually sort of built in neatly behind the white part here, which is quite nice. And then some ambient light and proximity sensors in this little bit here. Right, so I'm just going to quickly show you through some of the Sensation XL software features, starting here at the lock screen. You can see we've got these 4 icons here above this ring, and these are 4 shortcut icons that can be accessed directly from the lock screen by simply dragging them down into this ring here. You can see that opens the app straight up there, the camera application. And these are all user customizable, so you can set those 4 icons to do whatever you like. Any application or function on the phone can be set to each of these 4 different icons. So if there's anything you use a lot, you can set it here and open it directly from the lock screen without having to unlock the display first. Say there's a different thing that you want to use though, or you just want to generally unlock the phone, you just basically drag the ring straight up on the screen, and it opens up to the home screen here. You can see we've got weather animations as well, a bit of fog going across, and it's even making a noise as well, which is a bit annoying, but lucky enough you can turn the noise off, because it can be quite distracting when it's raining or something. It does a rain noise, and if you're in a quiet office or something, everyone around you can hear it, which is a bit annoying. I'm just going to quickly show you as well some of the other things that you can set to the lock screen. I'll just go into the personalize option here and just flick across to the lock screen page. So we've got the wallpaper set at the moment, it just puts the wallpaper in the background. We can also have photos that are saved on the device shown randomly, and sort of they move about on the display on the lock screen. You can also have your friends' status updates from Facebook and Twitter show up there. You can have the weather show up, or you can have stocks, or even one of HTC's clocks, which there's quite a few preloaded on the handset. So it's quite nice to have that customization even on the home screen, something that HTC have added in. Otherwise you get the usual Sense 3.0, which gives you these 7 different home screen panels, and you can just pinch to zoom out and then select the one you want as well. So it's quite easy to navigate around and you shouldn't get lost too easily. All of these widgets are customizable, so you can sort of take any of these and delete them quite easily, and then you can just press and hold to add any new ones. Just pop back across, select a widget. So for example, what's a good widget we can put on then? Let's have a look here. Let's go for this weather widget, see what that looks like. Slightly smaller widget by the looks of it, so that you can see you can put it on the screen, and then from there it will open up the application, or you can press and hold and move it around. You can put various different applications there. So for example, we could even take one from this screen, drag it across here, and then stick it on this screen. So it's quite customizable. You can set anything to be how you want. You can even change the background image. It doesn't have to be this colourful image that we've got here. That's just one of the defaults. On this particular handset, because it is a Beats Audio handset, we actually do have a Beats Audio background that I'll stick on now. Just go back to the customization there, and wallpaper, HTC wallpapers, and then you go, you've got basically this sort of all these little Beats Audio logos now in the background, which are probably not quite as pleasing to the eye as the colours, but still, that's how it's going to stay for now, I think. Right, other things we've got on here, you can see we've got widgets for things like even HTC's watch, friend stream widget, which includes things like Twitter and Facebook, so you get basically like a stream of all your Twitter and Facebook updates. Going back to watch though, we've actually got it working on this handset, which is quite nice. It basically is HTC's service for allowing you to download and rent movies and TV shows. It's all paid for, so you can sort of pay to rent, or you can pay a little bit more to just buy the movie or the TV show. And you can also sort of preview various different movies as well. If we just tap on that, show you a quick preview. This is on the Wi-Fi connection, so it shouldn't take too long. Let's have a look. There we go. You can see the picture quality is pretty good. Obviously it's a WVGA resolution display. Not as high resolution as the other two Sensation models, the Sensation and the Sensation XE. But nevertheless it still looks pretty good unless you're really squinting and looking close. Obviously you've got that extra size as well, which makes it a little bit easier to watch. We'll just pause that. But it works pretty well. Unfortunately you can't actually rent, you can't actually preview all the movies. You can see here what we can do is rent, buy, or share with a friend. We can't actually preview that one, which is a bit of a shame, and that's the same for quite a few of the movies. For example, this one as well, you can't actually preview. but there are a few that you can preview, so it's not all bad. We've also got a new music widget here, and that comes in line with a new music application as well. If you want, you can just play music directly from the widget, as you can see here. Just put the volume up a bit, and I can skip forward and backwards, or I can open the music application by just tapping on the album art there. Now all the album art on this device so far has been actually downloaded by the handset itself, because it can actually, I'm not sure whether you update album art, you can actually download album art from Gracenote's database itself, which is what it's done in this case. That's where this album art's come from. Whilst we're in the menu, you can see we can add the song to the playlist. We can look for related videos on YouTube. We can output to a computer or a DLNA compatible device like a DLNA TV or something. Or if I just grab the headphones here and plug them in the top, we can activate sound enhancement. You can only activate sound enhancement once a set of headphones are plugged in, and usually with other HTC devices you get various different types of sound enhancement. You could have like a jazz setting or a pop setting or a rock setting. On the Sensation XL, however, you just get Beats Audio on or off. That's all you get, just one type of sound enhancement, which is a bit of a shame. If you plug in a set of headphones that isn't the HTC Beats Audio ones, and you plug in just another set, for example I've got a set of Sennheiser headphones upstairs, just a cheap set, and it comes up with HTC's own sound enhancement as well, so you get an extra setting if you don't use the included headphones, which seems odd to me, but gives you at least a bit of choice then. You can still use the Beats Audio with aftermarket headphones, or you can use this HTC sound enhancement. In all honesty, the Beats Audio does sound better than the HTC sound enhancement though, so you'll probably want to stick with that or turn it off altogether. As you can see, we can still create playlists. We can add this song to a playlist, for example. We can share with a friend, set it as a ringtone, or we can do a search online or on YouTube for this song. And this new music player that is one of the things I criticised the Sensation XE about, is it didn't have a new music player for the Beats Audio side of things, but the Sensation XL does. You can see that I've opened up this particular album by using the drop-down box. Yet still at the bottom here I can still control my music, so I can still press to play, skip forwards and backwards, see the album art, and also see the artist and track name as well, which is quite good. But at the same time, you can see I can go through the music. I can select various settings on any song. There's plenty of different things to look at, information and different things as well, again probably taken from Gracenote I would imagine. Or we can just select different music from drop down boxes too. So it's all a very nice experience. To be honest, I do prefer this music player. It does make it a lot easier to do multiple things at once, find other music whilst you're listening to a song already, and it downloaded the album art in mere seconds. It didn't take very long at all, and didn't have any errors on that whatsoever.